Okay, we are recording. I'm going to mute myself so you can have at it and train us on your Instagram. I've got to get on it, so I'm so excited to hear about this.
Okay, well, y'all, when you have information overload, you learn so much. It's almost impossible to digest everything. So I may throw some information at you that may be too much. It's depending on what level of comfort you have with Instagram. So just, wherever you are, start there. That's my first recommendation. And don't go, oh my gosh, I have to have all those things that she talked about. Because there are even things that Bob has been teaching that I'm not even going to talk about tonight because I haven't even gotten to trying to do that yet. So therefore, I don't feel like so I'm only mainly going to talk about what I have been implementing, how I've been doing it, and I've been learning it not just from Bob, but learning it from several of our ambassadors who really were already good at it, but now are using its features even more. And I know I posted that one video on our team page. I can't remember the ambassador's name, but she signed 23 people. But, she said she was building an Instagram following before she was doing Plexus. But her main building happened. So she really had a grasp of Instagram already. But that's okay because we can get there. It's just like when I started this business 4 years ago, and Kathy, it was all just Facebook. Well, now we know, y'all, just for an example, I'm looking at Facebook today and I'm seeing people's posts from Friday. So you're wanting to post something and say, hey, we're having an event tonight. Guess what? Facebook algorithms are really screwy now. And if they ever see it at all, they may not see it for 4 days. So everything has just, really gone wackadoodle with Facebook and the algorithms. And I noticed today I was experimenting. I would get on every 5 minutes and get back on Facebook to see if I could see different people each time. Because used to, you would see different people. I'm seeing the same people's posts that I saw all day long. I'd go back, I'm seeing the exact same posts. And they're not a lot of comments. They're just algorithm for some reason is only showing those posts to me. So, of course, we've talked about Facebook, and we can talk about that again because it's not a tool we want to throw away. Because a lot of people are just on Facebook. But Instagram is where we need to be to make new contacts. I truly, fully, 100% believe it. And so that's what I've been doing. Now, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to share I have a share content button. It says I can share my screen. So I'm going to try that and see what happens. First time setup. Oh, well, that figures. Select control center. Oh, no. It's going to be something I should have already set up before. All right, here's my plan B. My plan B. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see that very well. Yeah, you kind of can. Okay, you can kind of see that. So I'll do it that way. Not as great. It's better than you waiting for me to figure that out.
See, and your screen is frozen, Jana. I don't know if. Okay, there you are, right there. It kind of keeps. Linda, do you see that too? I don't know if. But maybe it works now because I can see you blinking now. For a while, I couldn't see any movement. So let's try that.
Okay. You can't. I'm moving now.
No,
no, it froze.
Yeah, it's frozen again. Darn it.
You're not frozen to me at all. All right, let me get on my computer.
Okay, shoot.
Let me get on my computer. It's okay. It's all cool. It's all good. Maybe that'll fix it. Either that or it could be it's my internet, then I can do nothing about that.
Right.
Let me just talk while I'm logging onto my computer. You don't have to see me move to hear me talk, right?
Right. We can hear you.
Okay. So your Instagram profile, one of the recommendations is that you kind of pick about 3 around 3 areas that you really kind of center around what your topics are. You're not just kind of all over the place with your Instagram, but you, what are you most interested in? You know, do you like decorating? Then that might be a really good thing to post things about. Do you like beauty products? That might be something. I can't multitask very well. Even some people will go so far as to say, so if you want to follow somebody on Instagram to see an example of this, I don't do this, but Sabrina LaPlante, she's a jewel ambassador. And if you go to her Instagram, I think hers is called, I think you can search people by name. But let me look. Sabrina Hot Blessed Mess Express. Yeah, you can look her up by name. But if you go to hers, she makes an effort to make all her Instagram pictures the same kind of style, the same kind of filter. Everything looks very farmhouse and whitewashed. And that is very intentional on her part. She's doing that way on purpose. She's branding herself that way. I'm putting myself down right now, so you can't see me move anyway. So that is one thing that some people are doing. They're branding themselves, making their pictures look a certain way. Now, that might be a little too much for you. You may say, well, I don't really have time for that. That's okay. What I do is sometimes I will filter my pictures maybe I use like 2 different filters on Instagram, and it kind of softens them up, and that's as far as I've gone with that. Let me see if I can get on the meeting this way. It's probably going to make a horrid noise when it happens. There it is. Okay. Hold on. Let me get on. See that? I told you. Disconnect. Okay. Okay. Now can you see me? Am I moving? Oh, wait.
You're good.
You're moving.
I'm moving.
You're good.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So then the other thing, so let me kind of hold hers up. You can kind of see Sabrina. She has, kind of get it to focus. It's backwards. Encourage, empower. One of the things that we learned is it's important what you put there about yourself in your little bio. Just like on your Facebook, but the Instagram has a little bio area, and you kind of want to say what you're all about. You know, she says she wants to encourage, equip, empower. She says she's saved by grace, fitness instructor. She's a coffee lover. She's a gut health educator. She's a hope dealer. She's into farmhouse, shiplap, HGTV. I instantly know when I decide if I want to follow Sabrina and I don't know her, what she's about, because it's all right there. And so that helps me know if I want to follow her. So when I go to mine is Live Well with Jana. And these are some of the tricks I want to teach you tonight. One of the things that is really big is your pictures that you're posting on Instagram, these just the pictures you normally see people post, those are not getting seen nearly as much as Insta stories. And so what I want to teach you is how to do add to your Insta story. Those only last 24 hours. So what you're going to do, I wish that I could, let me see. When you go to the home screen on Instagram, see if I can put my hand behind that or something. We go to that home screen. You can see all these people up here. There's me, and then there's this chick from Canada that I friended. There's Celeste. Celeste always has an Insta story going. You can click on it. Let me click on Celeste's, and it'll start flipping through her day. Each way, it'll flip to the next thing. Well, yeah, Yeah, there it goes. She got her nails done. She's putting words there. She's telling us about her day throughout the day. She's bath bombing here. Bath bombs to the rescue. These only last 24 hours. So it's really neat because when you keep your story updated, your followers, yours is going to keep popping up to the front of the line throughout the day. So back in the day, remember when we overshared because Facebook was so new and we thought we had to tell them every single thing we were doing? I'm sitting on the porch. I'm drinking coffee. I'm going to the, we posted like 15 times a day. Well, that's not a good idea anymore. But with Insta stories, you totally can do that. And people really, I can sit here and watch these people's stories, and what it'll do, it'll flip to the next person's automatically. If I could just sit here and watch people's stories, which is really cool. So here's what I've done with that. And I learned one from Bob, and then I followed Celeste's lead because she commented and said something that Maddie Grace had helped her make her Instagram cooler. And so I'm like, well, I want to see what that's about. So she's we're utilizing the highlights feature. You can see right there on mine, I've made titles for each of my highlights. I personally decided, okay, here are the things that I'm all about: family, faith, health, friendships. I've got to be beautiful. So if I have something about faith and I put it in my Insta story, so this is my Insta story today, okay? Got my ring sized, so I did a little thing about that. And then I wanted to test out this lip plumper, so I put a poll on there, just what do you think about lip plumpers? And if I decide I want to keep one of those, like let's say I want to keep the one about my ring, which it's not really a good example, but let's say I wanted to keep that, I could go down here to the bottom and there is a thing that says highlight, and something will pop up and it'll say add to highlights. Now, let's say this is a faith post. Let's say I had an inspirational scripture that I shared through my story. Then I could click faith and it'll go straight to that, and that means it won't disappear. So let's go to one of my Insta highlights. You go to your home page. Let's go to, health. See what I've got in health. So I've saved some of my health ones, like an exercise one, and it's still going to switch and go through them. Most of them are about me working out right now, it looks like. So it looks like I need to add some product ones in there. That's my health one. Faith. And see, they only stay in your highlights if you put them there. Otherwise, after 24 hours, they'll disappear. You don't want all of your Instagram story posts to go in your highlights. So I can delete some of these, so there aren't too many. But this way, someone can come to my Instagram. They can know very quickly what I'm all about. Hair, getting my weave moved up. That's me, totally me. So Bob is saying, this is the thing, and here's how I'm using my Instagram. You're thinking, well, that's just another time suck for me. And Erica even asked me, she said, so now we need to post on both Facebook and Instagram? Yes, but let me give you a little tip. When you post, not in your stories, not in your highlights, but if you post a regular picture, just a regular Instagram picture, old school, the same old way, you have the option. I'm going to do one. Let's see. Let me find one. Here's one okay, so here's a picture, and let's say I'm going to post that to Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and click next, and then I'm going to pick my filter, which right now I'm just going to say normal because I just want to show you. When I go to here where it says type in your text, showing up, if you've used Instagram, you know what that is. Down here under Neve, it says share to. If you will push that Facebook button over, like that, it'll share your post to Facebook. So you can kill two birds with one stone and make your, especially if you're sharing something health-wise or just really anything about your kids, anything that you would post normally on Facebook, post it on Instagram and then let it automatically share to Facebook. And the other tip I've learned, and this is something I've changed in the way I do things. I used to make an Instagram post and I would make 15, 20 hashtags in the post. Because here's one that says, let me see. Okay, this is a funny one I found that I really liked. Ordinary life does not interest me. I thought that totally fit me. And so all I said in my comment was, this has been my problem for so stinking long. I shared it to Facebook, and that's all that showed up. Then I went in and commented again with all my hashtags. Work for yourself. Live out loud. Boss babe. Follow your dreams. I use entrepreneur. If it's a health post, I use health, wellness, fitness. And then the way that Instagram becomes your big business builder is those hashtags. People go in and they search for hashtags. They search for health and fitness. And when they see your post come up, strangers will like your post. And all you have to do at that point is you can click on that stranger's profile and you can click send a message and you can say, hey, thanks for the like on my picture. I see you're into keto eating also. That's a conversation starter. Or I see that you like farmhouse decor too. What's your favorite thing? This is how I'm connecting with new people. Now, you may be thinking, well, Gianna, I haven't seen you adding a lot of people to the team. Not yet. I'm building relationships with brand new people. Now, the Canadians, I've been a little more aggressive because I have these codes that I'm dying to give to somebody. And I've been like, hey, this is a bit, but when you think about it, if you're on the other end and a stranger messages you on Instagram, you're not going to warm up just real quickly. I've gotten lots of messages. Well, hey, beautiful. Hey, and I'm like, oh, creeper. Or, hey, check out my business. That's not going to work because they don't know you. You have not built a relationship. So it's just like building a relationship on Facebook. And you're able to see your messages that you've had with people. So you can always go back. Like I can go back to some of these people and continue a conversation. You're gonna have to be very intentional. I have a little book and I've been writing down the names of people that I've kind of been connecting with. I don't send a message. Like sometimes I'll just send a lot of thanks for the follow and then I'll leave it at that because they don't respond back. It depends on if I'm feeling it. I also look at their profile. Like this particular girl, she's a keto girl. She's from Canada. When I saw, one, she was from Canada. Two, she was a keto girl. I automatically thought, oh my gosh, Plexus is perfect for her. And I've already reached out to her and told her that. I've gotten crickets on that, but she has been having conversation with me. Now, the other thing about Instagram is you're like, well, how do you find these people? So down here in the bottom of your Instagram is a little, you're not going to see that very well because it's in white. There's a little search tool right there. I'm going to put in the search. So let's say we're looking for Canada people. Hashtag Canada. Up come every post. That's 35 million posts about Canada. Now, obviously, so I'm just going to kind of flip through. Some of them are clearly businesses or professional photos. I'm going to pass right through those. I'm going to look for something that looks more like just regular people. Here's one. This guy says, absolutely love her. That's a cute little couple right there. You know, maybe I'll push like on their post. Who knows? That might make them look at my profile. I might not want to reach out to them. If I do want to reach out to them, there's a button near the heart that looks like a little paper airplane, and you can message the person. No, that's not how you do it. Wait. I wish I could show you on a screen, but I think if you're taking notes or you're kind of looking at your own Instagram, you can also ask questions in the comments or whatever, and I can send screenshots of what things look like. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had made a PowerPoint, I didn't realize I had to download something special to share that. I could probably share my Instagram. Let me see. Hold on. I could share my Instagram. I know we probably don't even have much time now. Computer Instagram looks a little different. Yes, I've been busy. Can you tell? Okay. Instagram. You can do Instagram on computer. The only thing about Instagram on, so can you see that? Okay, so you see that you can't see the Insta stories at the top on the computer. So let's see, go to the little person on the right to go to your own profile. Here's my profile. So there I am, but my stories aren't, well, actually, if you click on the profile, you can see it, but I don't have everybody else's stories showing up in my feed on my computer, but you can see what my story today looked like. There's not anymore because it's been 24 hours. I had some yesterday, but they're gone now. Let me show you an example of how I do the hashtagging now. Like I said, I'm trying to make y'all go away out of the corner. Go away. So this was my first thing. The only thing they saw was well played, Toot and Totem, but then I go in and put some more hashtags. Lexus, oh, I misspelled that. Anyway, Plexus, Lexus, F Sport, NX. So someone who loves cars is going to see that post, and then they're going to say, Plexus, Lexus, what's that about? So y'all see what I'm saying? It just generates interest, and Insta stories are where it's at right now, and also live videos on Instagram. If you do a live video for 24 hours, your live video will be right here in your profile pic. It'll have a little circle around it with a little play button, and your live video will be up in there. I don't know if it will show like that on Timmy Yancey. Follow Timmy Yancey for good Instagramming. Oh my word, she's really good. She does have an exciting life. You know, I mean, come on. I think her husband just patented something major, and her daughter's a actress. It's like it's a crazy life they're living. But I'm trying to see if there's anyone else I'm following. And that's Sabrina's. See what I mean? Sabrina always does these whitewash type pictures. That's her branding. I don't really do that. If you look at my, not yet anyway. I kind of like a more varied look. But if you see, they all are a little, I do filter them all kind of the same so that it is a little bit more uniform. And I have a really strong mix of some Plexus, but not much. I don't say Plexus very much. Rarely do I say Plexus on my Facebook or my Instagram anymore. Health things, inspirational things, and just my life.
Jen, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
How do you get the words on a picture? Like if you're creating a post, so how do you get words? I'm trying to see if there's one. You know what I mean? Like Without, I mean, obviously a picture that you find is going to have like that.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you want to post to Insta stories, and the way you have to do that is when you go to your Instagram, let me do it here because since I can't do it, there it is. Okay, let me stop sharing so you can maybe see. When you, up here when you're on your main Instagram and you see everybody's little stories up here, I see that Brittany Walsh has added one. Different people have added them since I was last on here. See that little camera up in the top? You're going to click that camera. Now, this is a live picture thing, but if you're not wanting to take a live picture, swipe up, and there's all your pictures in your gallery. So whatever it was you were wanting to post. In that case, I had a ring picture. So I picked the ring picture, okay? And then up here in the corner is your ABCs. So you can click that to make text, or you can draw. So blah, 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 blah. There's my text. Done with my text. You can go here, and this is where all the things you can add that are fun, like the location, the little hashtag, the day.
Where were you?
Yeah.
To find out?
Go. You want me to go back and do it again? Let's see. You go to your main Instagram page, the very where your feed is, where you see everybody else. There's Aubrey, and she's beautiful. And click on the camera up in the corner. You touch the camera, and that's going to bring up your actual camera.
Okay.
Take a live picture and go if you can. If you're wanting to use a picture you already took, which is what I usually do, then you're going to swipe up for your pictures that you have in your thing.
Okay.
And then once you get, so once you have a picture selected and you want to add either stickers or text or whatever, you can do it. And you can change the fonts. It's all in here. Just play around with it is really the best way to do it. That's what I did. I was self-taught on doing the stories. I just was like, okay, I got to figure this out. And I'm going to see. Also, that's how you can also do in this picture mode. When you click that picture up there, you also have the options at the bottom to go live, do a live video, do the boomerang. It's there. Super zoom, some different cool things that I haven't tried. I have done the boomerang one just straight from my app. It's not really any different than the other one.
Right.
Okay.
Why do some people, they'll write their text and then they'll space down with little whatever on the left-hand side, and then they'll do their hashtags? Why are they doing that?
To not distract from their message. The only purpose for the hashtags is so that their posts can be found. That's the only reason you're really doing all those hashtags. You're not really necessarily wanting people to read them all. You're just wanting someone who's looking up clean eating for yours to pop up when they do a search for clean eating. Or for yours to pop up when they do a keto. So that's why it's less distracting. I started doing that too recently, but then I changed to just making it a completely different comment. If you're sharing it to Facebook, all those hashtags won't show up though if you make it an extra comment. So you would want to do that thing, dot, go down. So yeah, that's how we do that. And did y'all know you can do multiple pictures on a Facebook posting? I mean, an Instagram post, just a regular Instagram post. Like here's an example of Aubrey's. So if you want to make Aubrey has 2 right here, and you'll know in the thing because it'll have a little, I was already on 2. It'll have a little thing that looks like stacked cards up, 1 and 1, 1 of 2, 2 of 2. And when you want to go and post, you get a choice of either just posting a picture or you can select multiple and then go through. So if you had a day with your kids, you were out doing something cool on vacation, and you want 3 or 4 highlight photos in one post, then you get to pick from those, and then they'll all be in that Instagram post. If you share it to Facebook, they'll go straight to the Facebook feed. So you killed 2 birds with 1 stone, and then you can throw your hashtag so it's found. And y'all, the main thing about this is that you've got to take advantage. I don't have to quit, but you've got to take advantage of all of these strangers liking your posts, because every post I make on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, gets new people that I don't know clicking that heart button. Those are new opportunities every single day. And have I been 100% great at introducing myself or reaching out to them? I haven't, but I want to. You know, and I strive every day, especially if someone clicks follow, they will absolutely get a message. Thank you for the follow. And I will take time to look at what they're into, so that I don't have just a generic, hey, thanks for the follow. And then I will start doing it with people who like my posts. I feel like it's going to pay off huge as it grows. And the more followers you can get, the better as well. Because it just, I don't know, it makes you look more influential on Instagram, which makes people pay more attention. So that's really a lot in a very short time period, and not very good visuals, but I can create some screenshots, you know, and just circle things if you want me to, if you need me to, or you can just ask me questions in the recording, in the thread.
Okay, that was super helpful for me, because some of those things I just haven't played around with it enough, because I'm not confident enough with it, but yeah, that was super helpful. Super helpful. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes. Even the way it, yeah.
The only other thing we have is that, and I have promised you graphics, and I promise they're going to get there. That is this belly buster or belly blaster. I don't know which one we're going to call it, a buster or a blaster. I don't know. Blaster sounds pretty cool. Belly blaster with the P96 shakes. Got some great results from that when we did it before a long time back, and people are still getting good results, and hoping to engage more customers, more ambassadors this way. So we'll get some graphics out with the date attached on it, and some wording for you guys, so that you're not just feeling like you're reaching out blind. You will know what you're saying and what we're doing. So I'm working on that, and hopefully no more life interruptions, and I'll get that out. I promised.
Hey, love it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jenna. And was there only 2 days for the training that you posted Instagram for day 1 and day 2?
The which training?
Well, it was just on our page.
You know
what? Is it the Bob Heilig training? The webinar?
Whichever one you did.
I think the one I made an event for, that's this training right now.
Okay. I found a day 1 and a day 2. So those were the only 2?
Were they colorful? Was it a colorful graphic that went with it? You remember?
Like a colorful post that said day 1.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to catch up with it. That's why.
Oh, Kathy was posting those.
Okay, I was going to say, I think I was posting those, and I'm posting them as I see them or as I get them. And so I need to go back and I'll make sure that I'm on track for those and post them. I'm still posting them as I see them as well. So
okay.
There may be more.
Oh, okay.
So
thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Good question.
Now, another thing, I did post about this Bob Heilig webinar that is free on Wednesday. He's got 2 times. There's a 2, which is nice, because a lot of times Plexus can't offer us that because they're corporate offices, they're working during the day. You get like a 2 o'clock and a 9 o'clock Eastern time. I highly encourage you. There won't be any strings attached. You'll have an opportunity to join his Legacy Leadership Academy if you want, but you don't have to. That's what I've been a part of. It's worth every penny for me. But this is a free webinar. It's not about Instagram. It's about you building your network in general, your business. And listen, he gives a lot of good content in a very short period of time. Even his he does 3 lives a week in our group, and I get more information in one 10-minute live than I have gotten in sitting in an hour-long seminars before, because he gets past all the motivational mess and just tells you how to do things and how to get results. And I'm to that point where I need to motivate myself, and I need to spend my energies and my time getting tools that are usable. That's what I'm trying to give to you guys, because for 4 years, I've tried to pour motivation into people and starting to learn. I still do it, but I'm starting to learn that people are only going to be as motivated as they themselves will let them be. So I'm going to try to learn tools and give you tools, because that way the ones that are motivated will have tools, not just, hurrah, go, go, go. That's great, and it has its place, and I need it too. But we need tools, and things have changed. The social marketing is what we're calling it now, or social. I don't even think that's what it's called anymore. But anyway, the whole industry is changing all around us. We've got to change with it if we're going to keep up. Okay, I'll stop talking now.
No, that's good. Good information, and it's so true. So true. When you feel like you're, pouring out, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get me, fed too. So that's good. I'm excited for that. I'm gonna do that little deal at 2 on Wednesday. So super excited.
Me too.
Yes. Well, thank you, and we'll let everybody get tonight. Thank y'all for jumping on, and Jana, thank you so much for for leading that training. Super helpful. Appreciate it. All right. Y'all have a great night.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.